on the sky. All right. Get this thing started, man. Make sure the sound is good. As always, very important to have good sound. I don't want anybody to feel like they're watching a video that they can't understand. All right. Got my cold water. Man, I'm ready to go. Give me a little stretch on here, as usual. I'm gonna take a quick shot of this water before I start. But today, we're gonna be talking about working our arms, getting our arms. You want them sculpted arms, you want your arms to be right, have that definition. When you're walking around the beach and when you're walking around wherever at, even if you're at the house, you want your arms to look right. That's what we're gonna be working on today. We're gonna be working on our arms. We're trying to get those defined arms. We're gonna be working a little bit with the curls, right? Then there's a workout I love to do with the lighter weight. So I got these 10 pounds. I usually use 20s, but I'm gonna use 10s today. And what I do, it's an arm workout where I start, I'm standing up like this. And first thing I do, I'm doing the regular curls, right? Then I raise up to my shoulders. I go up, touch above the head, right? Then after that, I bring it down, up, down, up, 10 times. Each one is 10 times. And then you kind of bend over just a little bit, bring the weights towards in front of you, and then go wide, right? You want to go wide. So we're going to do all 4 of those in one set. It works your arms, it works your delts, it works the chest, but it definitely gets you those defined arms because it's a repetition that we're doing. It's not really the weight. Then it's a bench press workout I do on here to also help with getting defined arms. So what I do is I'm on the bench press. I'll just give you a quick sample of what I do. So when I pull it off the bar, I come here. Then as I'm going up, I transfer my hands across. So I go down and across. You see how I move my hands closer? Then I go back out. Now when you do it, you want to make sure that when you do that, you do it with lightweight. Don't do it with heavyweight. Whatever, everybody's different. This could be heavy to some people. This could be light to some people. This could be mediocre. Depending on whatever it is, make sure it's a lighter upon what is light to you. Not what's light to me. Not what is light to me or what is light to somebody else. Make sure it's light for you. 135 is a lightweight for me, so it's good. But depending on who you are, where you're at in your fitness journey, make sure you have a very lightweight that you can move around with no problem. You don't need a squat. You don't need a spot or anything like that, because when you're doing, you need to be doing a weight that if there's no spot there, you have nothing to worry about. That's another one I do. And then I also have an arm workout I do with the ropes that we'll be doing. That'll be the last set. The ropes will be the last one. So I go in reverse. I'm standing in reverse, holding the ropes behind me, right? It works your triceps. So have you ever see those skiers and They kind of do like that with the skis, right? They kind of do like that. It's kind of similar to that, but you running. You're moving your arms instead of forward, you're moving your arms backwards. So you're working the back part of your muscle, your triceps. So we're gonna work the triceps, the bicep, the delts, everything that's surrounding your arms, we're gonna work. So got a good one today, so be prepared. First we're gonna stretch. After we stretch, then we'll answer some questions that's in the chat, however it is, whoever's got questions in the chat. And then make sure you get your shots out. As always, you gotta shout out where you're coming from. Whether you're coming from America, overseas, it doesn't matter. Wherever you at, get your shots out. Very important. All right, so let me do a little quick stretch. A little something, nothing major, but since we're gonna be doing more than just standing here, I want to make sure I'm good and loose. I always like to do a little quick 3-4 minute stretch or something. Nothing real big. Sometimes I do stretch. Like if I'm in the house and I'm not on the video, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll get in there and I'll stretch for 30 minutes, just stretching. Whether it's, just trying to get loose, or whether it's me trying to loosen up a muscle that feels tense. Always stretching as much as I can. Or I'll come out here and I just hang. I might hang for a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Just hang. Just let your body, it loosens up those muscles. It doesn't seem like a lot. It doesn't seem like it's really helpful, but it is very, very helpful. Believe me, very helpful. If you don't believe me, as I always say, what? Try it. You'll see. All right. Let me ask a few of these questions. After that, then we're going to start with this workout. All right, so we got Nancy Grace saying, hello, what's going on, man? She said, let's go. I'm with it. That's what we about to do. We about to get it. And DTWK8F say, I like you, my gosh, the body. Thank you. Stay right there. I'm almost there. Oh, Lord. We're going to keep this to the point. We're going to work out. All right, here we go. So let's start with the arm curls. And like I said, hey, man, if you can, go ahead, get your shots out where you're coming from. So we're going to start with the arm curls. Where's my other 50 at? There's my other 55 right here. We're going to start with the 35s first. And then we're going to go on to the 55s, to the next step. But first, we're going to start with the 35. Do 3 quick sets with the 35s. And then we'll do 2, my bad. We'll do 2 sets of the 35. And then we'll move on to the 55. Quick question though. Y'all let me know, is the sound good? I need to make sure the sound is good before I get too comfortable and y'all say, hey man, the sound, I can't hear you. He said, yeah, Justin W say, how many pull-ups can you do in one go? The most I've ever done in one go, 44 pull-ups. I did it at the gym in Tampa. Right now, I probably can do about 38 or 39. But if I really, really tried and I just constantly worked at it, I honestly don't know where my pull-up number will stop. Because it's like the more I train at it, my number just keeps going up. That's how I got to 44. That at that time I was training doing pull-ups every day. Pull-ups. And I got to 44 straight and I was like, man, I wonder if I kept doing this, how many pull-ups would I really be able to do non-stop, on one go. But right now, yeah, about 38 or 39, just depending on the day, I guess you would say. All right, so we're gonna do these quick 2 sets with the 35s, then we're gonna do 3 sets with the 55s. So let's start with the 35s, and then we're gonna move it on up. What I like to do here, here, and then sometimes I go all the way to here. So we'll do 10s each time. 10 on this arm, 10 on this arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20. Woo. Let y'all know I'm here in Miami. It's hot. As always, nothing new. Even during the wintertime, it's hot. Now, don't get me wrong, the winter is great though, because it's not dreadfully hot where you like, man, it's too hot out here. It's like a good hot. It's usually right around 78 to 80. You know, it's like December. You can go to the beach and it's not just, you know, gonna beat you up. The heat ain't gonna just beat you up. You can be out there all day. It don't even really bother you. So it's a good heat, I would say. But, you know, hey, it's warm all the time. So if you live here, you better expect it, because it is what it is. Then Cacklin Bun, how much you weigh? So I'm 205. I'm 205. I'm 6'5", 205 pounds. I'm always around 200 to 205 pretty consistently. Before I changed my diet, I was around 215. I was just as ripped, but just a little heavier. I changed my diet, and now I try to keep it around 205, because with my kids, I got 3 kids, 3 boys. They got a lot of energy, and I got to make sure I'm always able to keep up with them. That's like the key, trying to keep up with them. So I want to make sure I'm in the best shape possible, especially the older I get. Now I'm almost 43 years old. I want to make sure that even though my numbers go up in age, I don't feel like it, because my kids, if I feel like I'm getting old, then I know I'm in trouble. So I want to make sure that I'm able to do the things that they like to do. They running around. They say, "Daddy, come play football with us. Daddy, come do this with us." Right now, I'm able to do it. I want to maintain that, no matter how old I get. And the key to being able to do that consistently is watching what I eat and always staying on my workouts and stuff like that. It's very, very important. People don't believe it, but most people want to say, oh, they want to make the money, stuff like that. Me, I'm more about maintaining a healthy lifestyle, because on the back end, there's so many people you see when they get older, and I mean, they can't move. But then you'll see somebody maybe from the Caribbean or something, he's been eating healthy his whole life, or she's been eating healthy her whole life. They run up in a tree, they getting around like they in their 20s, and then you find out, oh, no, yeah, no, he's 88, or she's 88 or 90 or something. And you're like, what in the world? But they moving around in excellent shape. But it's only because they took care of their body. They watched what they eat, and they took care of themselves. So that's key. All right. Then we got, you say, all right, we got Apple231. Say hello again. Hello. Hello back at you. Sent floating hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I see the 10 jewels. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you for the tip, man. Much appreciated. All right, then Reed say, keep up the great work, man. I'm trying to stay consistent. And appreciate you always coming back, Reed. I know I've seen you on some other ones, so thank you. Much love. Appreciate it, Reed. And then we got Iris Wagner, 6142. How much muscles do you have in your whole entire body? A white guy, I want to ask you to that. You have at 50 million muscles today. Like that, how many days you've been working out? So I've been working out since I was 5 years old. Went to the gym with my dad when I was 5, and I kid you not, I didn't work. I obviously I couldn't work out in the gym because they didn't allow it. But I saw him working out, and I just wanted to do that. From that day forward, I kid you not, I was doing pull-ups, push-ups, squats, anything I could do. Those calisthenics, I was doing it back then, and I've been doing it since. Now, I mean, that's almost I'm about to be 43. That's 38 years I've been doing this. So definitely nothing new. I've tried to maintain my entire life. I've always maintained and being in shape. Never had a time where I've let myself get out of shape. But I'll be honest with you. People be like, oh, that's in your gene, it's in your gene. That's not a true statement. I'm gonna tell you why. Another reason why I've always been in shape, because I've never taken a break. I've never taken a break. I've never taken time where I stopped and I said, I'm not working out. Sorry. I've never had a time where I'm saying, I'm not working out right now. I've always worked out consistently, nonstop. Just being consistent. As they say, consistency. I've literally been doing those words when it comes to staying in shape and working out since I was 5 years old, nonstop. It's easy when you're a teenager and you're a kid and stuff like that. When you're in your 20s, it's easy. When you start getting your 30s, you kind of got to plan it out a little bit. You get in your 40s. Now, this is the time when you're in your 40s where most people, they're not working out no more. You got to be different. You got to go work out. You got to stay consistent. And that's what I've tried to do my entire life, just be consistent. I can tell you right now, there's not a time since I've started where I can sit here and say, was there ever a month that I didn't work out? I am 100% sure that is not possible. There was never a time where I can say there was a month time that went by I didn't do workouts. There was times where I didn't. Like when I got injured, I cracked my skull when I was in high school. I couldn't do anything because I was in the hospital. But when I got out of the hospital, I was working out again. When I had the ulcers bust in my stomach, I was working out again after it healed up. So yeah, there's never been a time where I just stopped. I always try to be consistent because I know as soon as you stop, that's when it gets harder to come back. So key, consistency. All right, second set, man. Then after I do this second set, I'm gonna answer some more questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And question, the sound is great, right? Just want to make sure. I haven't seen anyone say that it's bad, but I just want to make sure the sound is great. I like to ask that every single time I do a live. It's always better to have good sound, man. You know, just makes the video, makes it easier to listen to it, you know, and stuff like that. All right, question says, that's the bun say, are you vegan? Yeah, I'm vegan. Yeah, I've been vegan for 9 years. Vegan for 9 years. Well, let me correct that. I've been full vegan for 7 years. The first 2 years, I wasn't full vegan. I want to correct, because early on in my videos, I used to just say 9 years, but then my wife corrected me. She was like, remember those first 2 years, you were learning. So I wasn't full vegan yet. I wasn't eating any land meat, but I was still, here and there, I would eat like shrimp or crabs and stuff like that. So let me correct that. For 7 years, I've actually been vegan, real vegan. And then the first 2 years, I was trying to become vegan. But then, you know, I was still eating, like sometimes I would eat shrimp and crabs and lobster and stuff like that. Now, lamb meat, though, I haven't touched it since the day I was eating that hamburger 9 years ago. I haven't touched it. I just left it alone. I was like, nope, not doing it again. And I ain't touched it since. But yeah, vegan is what I do. The lines for lambs. You look 57. Okay, well, that's your opinion. Then we got Caco Bun say good. Then Iris Wagner, 6142. When you been working at this day, you've been working out when you remember walking out next Wednesday or Friday. So are you asking when my next workout is? My next workout, if that's what you're asking, is Friday. Tomorrow would be my next workout. Then the one after that, I'm not sure. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday, just depending on the schedule. My wife has to go somewhere, and we, take turns watching the kids. So somebody's always got to be here. Like me right now, my kids are right here in front of me. Through this glass, I can see them, and my youngest is asleep. So that's when I kind of planned it out. My youngest son to take his nap when I'm on my live, and the other two I can see them right here through the door, so I can pay attention to everything they doing. And make sure they ain't getting nothing. And I give them what they love the most because I know they're going to sit still. But then sometimes they come out here and join us. So if you want to see my children, a lot of times if you look at the other lives, you go back and look at the other lives, you'll see they come out here quite a bit. Especially my oldest son. He likes to work out a lot. And then we got Iris Wagner. Oh, I'm sorry. Reed say, great work, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Reed. Thank you. And then we got YouTube channel Lou. Said hi. What's going on? How you doing? I'm saying hi back at you, man. Say solid. Hey, hurry up, man. I feel that. You say hurry up. Let me get back on the work. Oh, hold on. And say Pebbles say, dang OG. And then Jan44, do 20 push-ups, bro. 20 push-ups? I can give you 20 push-ups. That ain't that hard. Have you ever tried constant tension principle? Yeah, I've tried it before. I'm actually not big on the constant tension. But unless you're talking about the fast twitch tension, because I do a lot of fast twitch, but the constant tension where it's like holding, I don't like to try it. Just my opinion. I've done it before, but I don't like it. For me, personally, I just feel like, man, holding that heavy weight that long and going real slow, just feel like those muscles, man, they can pop. And they can pop even if you're going fast. It doesn't matter. But it just worries me. That's why I don't do it that much. I'll do it here and there, but I'm not big on it. Unless I'm doing like push-ups or something or pull-ups, I'll do the concentration. But when I'm like lifting heavy weight, I know a lot of people like to do it with heavyweight. Me personally, I don't like to do it with heavyweight. I like to do it with lightweight, or I like to do it with no weight. But heavyweight, I like to just hit it real fast, get it over with. And then I thought, because I would notice everybody else was like, no, you should do this, you should do this. But then I heard Ronnie Coleman say that's what he's always done. And I'm thinking, okay, so I must be doing something right. If Ronnie Coleman, the greatest of all time, does the same thing I do, so I'm gonna just keep doing what I do. But like I said, it's just my opinion. That's what I do. I'm not telling you not to do that, but just me personally, that I don't do too much of that. I've done it before, but I just don't do too much of that. All right, then you say, that's amazing, especially at 6'5". I've been trying to go vegan again. I was a vegetarian for a while, but I haven't been able. Just down to chicken and fish right now. Yeah, it's definitely something that's not easy. It's a learning process. And I think the hardest part of the learning process of becoming vegan, I'm going to tell you what it is. The first year. Because you have those moments where you're like, man, I don't need to eat that meat, man. And you have those moments, right? But I explain it to people all the time on my channel. I say, here's the key. You're going to have those moments. You know why? Your whole life you've been eating chicken, stuff like that, steak, whatever it is. You've been eating hamburgers. That's what you've been eating your whole life. So your body knows that. Your mind knows that. So you're having to restructure your thinking and also change how you're dieting. So you're changing two things, your mind and your stomach. And when you change it, when it's been doing something for years and years and years, it's not that easy to just switch off. But the key is to remember this. Just like a drug addict or somebody that has an addiction of anything, when they stop doing it, what happens? They get withdrawal. They start to feel like, oh man, I'm having withdrawal. I need to go get some of that. I need some of this. It's a learning process. And the same thing when you change your diet from whatever you eat now to being vegan, you're turning it off. And At moments, you're gonna have points where you feel like, man, I need to go get some chicken. I would do that, man. That stuff looks all right, man. I might have to eat that, right? That's how you feel. Now, me, I've been doing it so long, it doesn't even cross my mind no more. My brain has been eating vegan for so long, it only knows to eat vegan. My stomach only knows to eat vegan, right? Because that's what I've been doing for so long. And when people tell me, oh, well, you can't gain muscle like that. Oh, you're not going to be strong like that. You know, you hear all kind of stuff. And me, I just laugh. I just go, okay, well, that's what you feel. Just like my boys say, hey, man, you look old, 57. Okay, that's what you feel. You know, you don't worry about those things. You're going to get people who are easily influenced by negative comments. Try to be a person you can hear a negative comment and let it go out the window. Because if you're trying to be vegan, you're going to get a lot of that. Because people don't like to know that you're able to do something and create positivity out of it, and you're not doing what they're doing. They don't like that. They don't like that. I get people on here, I can tell that they don't like that I'm in shape. Like, why would you not like that somebody's in shape? They get mad at you because you're in shape. But it's only because they're not in shape. You get people who are mad because you got your kids out here. Oh, your kid, why you got your kids? They're mad probably because they don't have kids, or they wish they had a family. It's so many different things that you got to really pay attention to. That's why when you hear those comments, if you're trying to be vegan and people say, oh, well, don't do that because that's going to make you do this. Or what do you only eat salads? I hear that so much. What do you eat for a living? Salads? Like, you really think that's all I eat is salads? Come on, man. But when they see me work out or they see me at the beach, they're like, bro, you're in great shape. And they find out my diet, that's when it really throws people off, because what they've been told, right? What the government has explained to us is that if you eat that diet, you're going to lose all your muscle and you're not going to have any strength. That's what they told us, right? That's what we believe. But what they don't tell you is protein comes in a lot of different points and places. There's a lot of different vegetables that have proteins. You would be so surprised. I mean, I could sit here and name off vegan proteins all day long because there's just so many proteins that you can eat without having to eat meat. And I explain to people all the time, just pause for a second and think. When you think of the strongest animals, other than lions and tigers, like cats, do they eat meat? And when you pause and you think about it, you go, man, he's right. Horses, they don't eat meat. They some of the most fittest animals on this planet. Gorillas, they can jump from here all the way to the street, strong as possible. I mean, strong as, but if you think about it, you got, ox. We always say strong as an ox, strong as an ox. But the ox doesn't eat meat either. So some of the most strongest animals on this planet don't even eat meat. So that should tell you right then and there that what they're explaining to you and what they're telling you is false. So when people give you the negative comment, say, okay, well, appreciate it. Tell them you appreciate it, but you're okay. If that's what you're trying to do. I'm not saying, oh, you need to be vegan. Oh, y'all guys need to be vegan. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, if you are looking into doing it, make sure you're able to hear the negative comments from here and let them go out the other ear. That's the key. You do that, you're going to do great. Say, Cleveland, say, what do you eat for protein? Okay, so lentils, beans, chickpea, like I got some pancakes I make. It's got chickpeas in it, and I kid you not. I mean, my kids love it. I'm always making pastas. People forget, like you can eat pasta. You just take out the meat and use red sauce. A lot of times we use the Alfredo sauce. Don't use the Alfredo sauce. Use the red sauce, tomato sauce. You just made a vegan meal. It's not that hard. And a lot of the meals that we eat, they would be vegan if you just took out like one thing. But our brains, when we hear the word, We think, oh, vegan. Oh my gosh, right? Isn't that how you feel? Because I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'd be a liar if I say I wasn't that person. Because I was. I was. Because my brother was a vegan. He started doing it. And I thought he was crazy. I said, you don't eat meat? What's wrong with you? I went to my wife. I said, what's wrong with my brother? That's what I said. But I didn't do the math. He's like, what do you mean? What's wrong with me not eating meat? You know, that's how kind of what he told me. He's like, what's wrong with me not eating meat? And I was just like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's only weird because we're not used to that. You know, there's a lot of different countries, they eat certain animals. And we might look at that country and say, oh, that's disgusting. But another country could look at us and say, you're disgusting for what you eat, right? Everybody's got their own opinions. So you got all these opinions and you can bundle them all up and throw it all out and say, you know what? I'm not going to pay attention just to what I know. I'm going to pay attention to myself. And that's what you need to key on. Pay attention to making yourself better. All right. Then we got, do 20 push-ups. Then you say, Fortune Fit. What's up, man? Fortune Fit in the house. Say, let's go 50 pull-ups, 200 push-ups. You want me to make that a workout? Because I can make that a workout, but that's an easy workout for me. 50 pull-ups and 200 push-ups. That's a real easy workout for me. But I can make it a workout. Then we got like 324 seconds up, 324 seconds down, squeezing the muscle, like doing the reps much slower and flexing the muscles as you do it. Okay, I got that. You're lighter weight. Dad, you got to do what you work for. There's a lot of principles out there. If you find what works for you, do that. You feel me? You got to do what works for you. And that's what people get out of. They fall short of. And you want to do your best to not fall short by, listening to the haysayers, to the negativity. Get that negativity out there, man. Focus on what you got to do. And then we got Curtin to 8651. What's your age? 43 years old. 43 years old, man. Trying to stay in good shape at my age, man. Jehovah's Victory. Are you growing your own garden? I'll be honest with you. I just talked to my wife about this the other day. I said, man, I'm about to grow my own vegetables and fruits. Because I'm starting to see they even starting to put too much pesticides and stuff in the fruits and vegetables, man. I'm like, man, I'll just start growing my own. Because here in Miami, I definitely could do it. Especially on my backside of my backyard, I could do it. That whole area, I'm going to just make pretty much a garden, man. I'm going to start planting my own fruits and vegetables. And I'll show you guys on the lives my own fruits and vegetables. That way you can see, man, this guy's legit. I like to show everything I do, man. And then we got Javon say, preach. Cleveland say, what's your diet? Obviously the vegan diet, Cleveland. And then Sir Mark's the night. Keep working, brother. You're looking great. Thank you. Thank you. And then we got nothing comment. Said apes don't eat meat unless they are feeling cannibal. I'm 100% agree. And then we got Hansel Anapolan. And then my daughter's a vegan. She's only 19. I worry about her though. She might be 100 pounds. She's incredibly muscular though. Okay, that's good. That's excellent. Hey, I'll tell you, if you want your daughter to add some weight, tell her to do this. Eat peanut butter at night before she go to bed. Also, eat plenty of pasta. Because a lot of vegans kind of push the pasta to the side. I do not push the pasta to the side. I eat carbs. You know how y'all say y'all carnivore? I'm a carbivore, right? Because it's going to keep the mass on you. So when you keep the mass on you because you got the pasta, right? It's going to keep you from looking too skinny. So when people are like, oh man, this guy or this girl, she looks like she needs to eat something, right? So that's my key. And you say she's ripped. does she lift heavy weights? Because sometimes you gotta lift the heavy weights. Calisthenics is gonna keep you cut, but if you lift the heavy weights, it's gonna get that mass on you. So I always do the calisthenics, but I always do heavy weights as well. And then I make sure I'm eating my pastas, my carbs. Carbs are very helpful if you're trying to keep weight on yourself and you're doing vegan diet. I already say, Meg Penn, great. You're a great inspiration. Thank you. What's my age? Is 43 years old. And oh, you say she tears up pasta. Okay, yeah. Tell her to keep tearing up pasta. Start eating peanut butter right before she goes to sleep. Somebody asked me to do 20 push-ups, right? We're gonna get on the heavy curls. But since somebody just asked me to do 20 push-ups, who was that said that? Let me get shouts out to it. That was Jan44. Said do 20 push-ups. All right, Jan. Here we go, Jan. 20 for you. 20 quick ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20, Jan. All right. That what you wanted? Got you 20. Fortune Fit, man, we're going to get that workout in. I'm going to add it. I'm going to add some stuff to it, though. I might even make that my next workout. All right, here we go. Now we're going to do 5 on this side, 5 on this side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I went ahead and did a little more. I felt at 10 it wasn't enough yet, so I like, let me go ahead and do another rep. Another couple more reps, right? It don't hurt. Doesn't hurt to hit a couple more reps, man. If you got it in you, you say, oh, well, this is where I'm gonna stop. Don't always focus on the number. I tell people that a lot because it's so easily for us. I mean, so easily, I'm sorry. It's so easy for us. Hold on. My kids. Quattro. Get down. You know how to sit on the chair, son. You know, gotta be dad. All right, so it's so easy for us. What I was saying, to go by the number that we're doing, right? You say, oh, we're gonna do 10 curls, right? That's what we say. And you stop at 10, but you got a bunch left. You gotta go into a failure, man. You go into a failure, you get a lot more done when you go into a failure. That's key. When I work out, man, I'm big on going until failure. Or like Fortune Fit was talking about the workout, I do extreme challenges. I don't know for those of you, but if you like extreme challenges where you're like, man, I don't think this guy's gonna be able to do this challenge, I do those challenges all the time. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, I haven't even said it today. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, because if you like this type of content, I'm always on it, man. I'm always doing workouts, always got new workouts that I'm doing and new challenges. So make sure you subscribe if you like this type of content. If you don't, and you're just kind of scrolling through, that's fine too. But if you don't, just make sure you at least hit the like button. You know, help your brother out. I'm out here in this Miami heat, working out, giving information, trying to give little tips and stuff like that you can use. Hey, man, the like button doesn't hurt you. It's just a little button like that. Bing, that's it. And so if you like this type of content, hit the subscribe. Or hey, I'm not gonna be sitting here begging people, hey man, can you give me a tip? Can you give it? If you would like to give a tip, like the lady did earlier, hey, I'm all for the tips too. But like I said, I'm not gonna be sitting here asking and stuff like that. I'm gonna do this workout no matter what. I'm here to help, give information that you guys can use. I like hearing information from other people. Like the guy was telling me about the tension. I love hearing other information, and I kind of look at it as constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is one of the best things that can happen to you. And I'll tell you why. I know a lot of the youngsters, we struggle. They a lot of them struggle, even my kids, on criticism. You hear the criticism, get down, and you just want to quit, right? Constructive criticism only makes you better. Let's say there's something that I'm lacking, because we're all lacking something. I know I'm lacking something in the gym, and I've been working out for 38 years. But I know there's always going to be something that I'm not doing, or I'm not doing perfectly. Now, there are times where people, they will correct you, and they don't know that you're already past that point. And what I mean by that is, for instance, I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say I'm doing the bench press. Somebody will see me doing the bench press, right? And they'll see me going here to here, constant, right? And they'll say, oh man, you got to lock out. They don't know I'm past that. I've been working out 38 years. I keep the tension on it with fast twitch on purpose. But they don't know that. They think anytime they see somebody doing the bench press, they're supposed to lock out. They don't know. There's some people, they've been doing this stuff for so long, they're past those points. Do they lock out when they're in competition? Yeah, you lock out when you're in competition. But if you're trying to just get better at something, your body gets used to the weight. If it's a heavy weight and you're just hitting it like this, your body's getting used to it. So guess what? When it's time for competition, when you have to lock out, you're going to be able to do it because your body has gotten used to that weight. The consistency. You're picking something up, the same thing over and over. You're picking it up, right? It gets easier when you're doing it consistently. So remember that. Very, very important. Those are some keys to remember. But don't forget, if you like this type of content, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you don't believe me, try it. And those who are new to this channel, man, if you don't know me, one thing you'll learn about me, I love to speak from the heart, and I'm always going to tell you to try it. That's the key. That's my little catchphrase. Try it, because I look at it like, hey, if you don't try it, you can't complain because you didn't even give it a shot. But if you at least try it, then you can say, well, you know what? I gave it my all. I left it out there on the field. I left it out there in the gym. I left it out there in the competition. I left it out there in the race or whatever. I tried it. I tried. But if you don't do that, you can't say that. I don't know what number I'm on, so, but I'm assuming that I went at least 10. But that's good. All right, so that's that workout. Now we're gonna move to the bench press where I was telling you how. Matter of fact, let me scoot this bench press down a little bit out of this sun. So this, on this bench press, you take the weight. Remember, for those who were on here earlier, if you weren't, when you use this weight on this bench press, do not use heavy weight. The key to this is all about the fast twitch and muscle confusion. That's what we're doing right here, muscle confusion. And when you see me doing a 135, doesn't mean everybody needs to do 135. The key to this workout is doing what lightweight is to you. Not to me, not to someone else, what lightweight is to you. The reason for it, because when you're doing this workout, you need to be able to move this weight so easily where you probably could do I would say at least 50 reps. Or no, at least 40 reps. If you can do at least 40 reps, it's light enough for you to do this workout. Some people, they could be doing this with 225. They might do 40 reps, 225. You know, that might be light to them. It is what it is, right? Me, I can do, right now, I don't know how many reps 225 can do. I haven't tried in a while, but the last time I was doing it, I was doing 28 reps. But that's not light enough. If you're doing 30 reps or left, it's not light enough. You need to at least be able to do 40 reps of whatever weight that you're going to try this workout with. And if it's only the bar, so be it. Let it only be the bar. And if it's the bar is too heavy, you say, man, I can't do 40 reps just the bar. That's fine. If you can't do 40 reps with the bar, do the workout without the bar. It's going to feel like us doing it because the motion, your arms, the motion, the constant muscle confusion, and the quick twitch is what's going to get you right. That's the key. So you actually can do this without the bar if you have to. If the bar is too heavy, and don't let people say, oh, you can't lift the bar, man, don't even do it. And you will have those negative comments. Don't listen to it. Do not listen to negativity. You'd be surprised at how many negative comments come on here. But I'll be honest, I'm the last child of my family, and I grew up in a big family full of boys. So comments to me, my wife's like, I don't see how you just take those comments and don't bother you. I say, man, because I ain't worried about it. Hey, man, you going to have haters. You going to have the hate say. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't let that foolishness bother you. They're telling you those negative comments, right? Because they want you to stop. They want you to stop doing what you're doing because they think you're either going to be better than them or they know you're better than them and they don't want you to be. So they're hoping if they say something negative, then you'll stop. Like the guy earlier was saying, what did he say? He said something. You look 57. Like, come on, man. Be honest. But if somebody was really saying, oh yeah, you look 57, but they were looking at me, they would probably say, for a 57-year-old, you're in great shape. Because how many 57-year-olds do you know got 8-packs? You kind of see my point? So you know the person is doing it on purpose. So just let it go. So do your workout. If they say, oh, the weight is too light, you don't even need to be doing it because you ain't strong enough. Say, well, that's your opinion. I'm going to do my workout. Okay? Or if you go to the gym, you see some guys, they working out, or some girls, they working out, and they lifting heavyweight. They out there. He got 3 plates on one side, 3 plates on the other side, and he throwing it up. And you go to the bench right next to him. Don't feel like, oh man, I can't do this next to him. No, don't pay attention to that. That's what he's at. That's the point that he's at. Let him be there, and you be where you're at. Stay focused. All right. All right, here we go. So, got this little sun in my face, but it ain't no thing. So we're gonna go up. I like to keep my hands about right here. And another thing I always teach is breathing. Key word, breathing. Always inhale and I exhale. And right before I go off, I blow out and then I inhale. And I hold a little bit. And I come off. And I blow out every time I go up. But we're doing a workout, so we're going to change our hands. Here, move. Back out. Just like that. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. And when you're doing it, don't worry about the number. Don't worry about, oh, I got to get to this number. Or don't even count. Just do it until your body starts to say, okay, I can't do too many more. The first one, you can count that one if you want to say, okay, let me try to do 5 reps of it. Let me do 7 reps of it. After the first one, Don't even count no more because you're going to be warmed up. You're going to be warmed up at that point. Just do it until you're like, you know what? I can't do it no more. And you'll notice, here's the cool thing about it. You'll notice when you do that, where you could do usually 40, 50 reps, right? You're only going to be able to do a few reps. That's the good part about it because it's muscle confusion. The arms are ready for doing the workout with the wide arm, right? You want to have the wide form. Then it's ready to go with the close form, but you're constantly going back and forth. So the muscles are like, well, where are we going? They don't know where they're going. That's good because they don't know where they're going means they're going to have to work harder. The harder they work, the faster you get results. Remember that. The faster you get results. Hey, and by the way, guys, if you can, make sure you represent where you're coming from. Whether you're coming from Africa, Asia, India, Mexico, France, Spain, Portugal, Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Venezuela, Argentina, Canada, Bermuda, the Caribbeans, Jamaica, Bahamas, anywhere you're coming from, China, Russia, I don't care, London. Put it on there where you're coming from. Let everybody know. I'll make sure I give you a shout out to where you are. And even if you're in America, if you're coming from California, New York, Tennessee, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Dakotas, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Colorado, Nevada, I don't care, Utah, Oregon, Washington, wherever you are coming from. Send your shots out, even if it's Florida, where I'm at. Just put it on there just so I can give you a shout out. Because I love to, give my shots out to all the people on here because at the same time, what I'm doing is here to help you. But you guys, by far, you're helping me, man. You showing love by being on my channel. I love it, and the most simple thing I can do is at least give you a shout out. You know what I mean? All right, second set. Now I'm not counting. We're gonna go until I feel like I'm getting tired. There we go. There we go. Whew. All right, so we got 2 more sets of those. After we do that, then we're going to do the dumbbell workout that I like to do with the 10s. Start here. Going like this. And curling. And we're going to go up over the shoulders, above the head. Then pulling out. Stick your arms out in front of you, up and down. And then we're gonna go with the flies, the wide flies. That's how we'll do it. All those are gonna work your delts, your chest, back, but it's gonna work your arms too. And these workouts are all workouts that will help you get those defined arms you're trying to get. So some people don't want the biggest arms, they want the most defined arms. I like having defined arms. I don't have the biggest arms in the world. I think they're decent size. They could be bigger, but my focus is always just keeping it cut. Seems to me, for me personally, I feel like it just gives you a better look when you're cut. It's just my opinion. Some people might not think that. I got one of my best friends. I'm super duper cut. He's not cut at all, but he loves the way he looks. He likes being thick. He says his wife loves the way he looks. So that's what he likes. That's his personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. That's what I like. At the end of the day, my wife loves it too. His wife loves it. Hey, if you looking like what your wife loves, then hey, you're doing your job, right? All right. Okay, here we go. Last question we left was, I think that Josh says diet. And Franklin, what's your diet consist of? So I have the vegan diet. Franklin, what's up, buddy? Oh, here you go. Boom, 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 boom. This here is my oldest son.
I'm pretty sure we got this.
He loves to work out. What's that? That's roll ties.
In the hand.
No, it goes like. Oh, you said we forgot that part. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, he loves to work out like me. Actually, all my kids do. Even the baby, he be trying to do little stuff. So it's good, you know. What I'm doing rubs off on them. That when they get older, hopefully, it rubs off on them, and they're doing, you know, either teaching, training, or doing kind of workouts when they get older. That's the key. All right, then we got. Josh says the diet is vegan diet. Once again, oh, be careful on that, Quattro. I don't need you falling and hurting yourself. Then Ted, love Jesus. I fell off. I got to get back. Hey, Ted, don't quit. Even if you're falling off, don't stress yourself. Do one day at a time. Tell yourself that today. Don't say, I'm going to start next week. That's the biggest failure when people say, I'm going to just start next week. I'm going to start next month. I'm going to tell you why you don't want to say that. Because if you say that, you're already trying to give yourself time to get out of it. Say, I'm going to try today, or I'm going to try tomorrow to start working out. And your best bet is to say, I'm at least going to do something today. I don't care if I'm going to do 10 push-ups. Do it. And I'll tell you why. Because if you do that, you do those 10 push-ups, you're going to feel like the next day that you at least got to do that 10 again or more. And that's the key. Don't let yourself get to the point where you start to, I'll try it. I'm going to start it next week. I'm going to start it next month. That's the biggest failure right there. When I train people and they always say, well, I'm going to go ahead and start next month is when I'm going to start. And I go, okay, I already know I'm not going to hear from them because you're already pushing off. You're trying to make me feel better, right? But like I'm like, oh, that's great. She's going to start or he's going to start. It don't bother me if you don't start. I want you to start. But I know that if you push it back, if you say, oh, I'm going to start next week. Oh, I'm going to start next month. When you push it back, you only hurt yourself. So that's why I always say, man, let's do it now. If you do it now, it's going to be beneficial. You can start your consistency today. If you need help training, you need somebody to give you that boost. You say, well, you know, I need like a personal trainer. You teaching these lives, I need like somebody teach me one-on-one. I do that as well. VeganTron Fit at outlook.com. Send an email to me. Send me an email and I will help you out to where you can, start training consistently. But you want to start today. That's the key. You want to start right away. If you don't start right away, man, I'm telling you, it's going to end in a failure. Don't push it back. All right. And then we got Christopher said, your home gym is cool. I got the same rack. I ain't mad at you, Christopher. I ain't gonna lie. I got it for free from a buddy. I was helping a buddy move and he let me have it. So definitely a blessing. I sure appreciate it. And then we got Tox to live Tox to Livia 0690. I have a question, not a fitness person. As an observation, why do lads put more emphasis on upper body work and ladies hit them legs? It's weird looking at amazing physiques, but it kind of looks off. So women, they don't focus on upper body, right? They focus on their legs. They focus because they know men usually stare at their legs and their buttocks. So usually men stare at. Women, their eyes usually stare at the guy's chest, right? But what I like to do, me personally, is my opinion, I like to work out every single muscle, right? All the time. People go, oh, when do you do upper body? When do you do lower body? Me personally, if you watch my lives, I do the lower body and I do the upper body. Then I do the upper body and I do the lower body. I just do both. Like I do all of them. But I don't do certain days for certain muscles. Now, when I do a video like today, that's strictly about working your arms. Yeah, this video is about working your arms. That's not what I do on a daily basis. I don't just sit there and work my arm though. My workouts, I like to work all the muscles. You can ask my kids, you can ask my wife, or you can just look at the videos. You'll see on my videos, me personally, I do all the muscles. And I don't take certain days I do certain muscles, which most people do. They pick certain days. They'll go, we're gonna work back today. We're gonna work quads today. We're gonna work glutes. We're gonna work chest, whichever. Our stomach. Me, man, I go to the gym. I work my stomach, my chest, my arms, my thighs, my calves, my glutes. I work everything every single time I go to the gym. Only time I don't is when I'm doing like a training session like today. And then if you look at my challenges, right? A lot of my challenges on my videos, if you notice, they got pull-ups, they got push-ups, they got calf raises, they got squats, they got lunges. I'm doing all kind of workouts. Even when it's just calisthenics, I'm still working all over. But that's probably the reason why you see that more. But some people like me, I like to do all of them. Just my opinion. All right, then Blue X 1337. You need to focus on your shoulders, traps, and upper chest. Now, I can feel, you say the traps. Other than that, you look great. I can feel the traps, but I've never heard a person say, I need to work on my chest. Every time I hear somebody, they go to me, the first thing they say is, dude, how'd you get your chest like that? So, hey, well, I'm going to take it as, hey, maybe I do need to work on my chest. But from what I've heard, on a consistent basis, on a daily basis, is my chest doesn't need too much work. But from what you say, then, hey, maybe I need to look back at it, do some more work. But appreciate the comment either way, no matter what. Then Sharice Brewster said, hi. Tez, love Jesus. I was trying to do progressive overload, trying to move weight. I should be focusing on perfecting form. Perfecting form is a good thing to do. Perfecting form and going until failure. Those two right there will take you a long way. Will take you a long way, man, because if you go until failure, you're always pushing the muscles as far as you can. Doing perfect form, another good thing about that is you're always keeping yourself at the farthest point from getting injured. You're staying away. You're doing your best to stay away from injury. Now, don't get me wrong. You can get injured doing anything, right? But at least you're telling yourself, I'm gonna try my best not to get injured, and that's good. So keep that up, big dog. Keep that up. And then we got, I'm not sure how to say it, Confucius C. Say, I'm not sure how to say it. Say 5, stop horsing or horsing around and report to duty. Let's go, Sergeant. Sergeant 5, say, let's go. I'm about to get right back on it, man. I ain't forgot about you. And then we got Nume. How does that say? Nume? Is that the city that you're from? And then we got Ted says Texas in the house. Okay. And then we got Jackson 8004 sent floating hearts 10 jewels. Oh, thank you very much, man. Especially in this hard times, I appreciate it because it's hard out here for everybody. So for you to even send some jewels, man, I appreciate it. And you already know it's hard for everybody. So thank you very much. And hey, as I speak on it all the time, if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss out on all the good lives I have. And just now also my son here, he's about to get out for summer. And I'm going to start to do 2 videos, or 1 video a week is my plan. To do 4 videos a month where it's not a live, it's a video. That way you can watch it personally by yourself. You don't got to worry about other stuff. You can just focus. I'm going to start doing that once a week. 1 video a week is my key. If it does well, don't get me wrong, if it does well and I'm able to stay consistent with it, I might go up a notch and go 2 videos a week. Where it's just a personal workout, me doing the workout and I'm just not talking, and in between the workout, just me doing the workout and teaching. I'm going to start doing those if I can. First, we're going to start off with 1 a week, but then we might go to 2 a week if we're doing good. And I'm going to keep doing on little posts and you can see when the videos are coming out that way. So check your posts. I'm going to start putting in the posts when the video come out. You can watch the video on your own. It'll be horizontal, so you have to watch it horizontal. But hey, you're already watching it here. You might as well just go and do a video. Watch a video where you're just learning and it's one-on-one, so you feel more in tune to it and not, just stopping, doing the workout, stopping, doing the workout, stopping. Don't get me wrong, this is fun because I like hearing the comments and I like hearing the different opinions that everybody has. It's good stuff. But these videos are going to be just straight videos, me teaching, and that's it. And some of them will be challenges too, just like I do challenges here. We'll be doing the same thing, just making videos where you don't have to worry about, the stopping and going. What you got, son?
Don't forget, we'll still do lives too.
You heard him. He said, we're still going to do lives too. What do they need to do?
Try it.
Try it. But thank you for the jewels. And coming from Detroit, Michigan. Thank you, Detroit. D-Town in the house. You a Lions fan or Michigan Wolverines fan? You boys won the basketball, the NCAA championship. Not mad. I've always liked the Wolverines, man. I'm not a Wolverines fan, but I've always liked them. You know how you got a team that you've always liked? You never had a time when you hated them. The Michigan Wolverines, I've never hated them. In football or in basketball, I never hated them. I've always liked the football helmets. I've always loved their helmets, and I've always liked their basketball team. Every time they had a good basketball team, I've always liked them. Back when they had Jalen Rose and the Fab Five, Weber, and all them, I was in tune. I was depressed when they didn't make it to didn't win that championship that year. I was depressed. Chris Webber called timeout when he shouldn't have. But hey, it is what it is. I'm a Cincinnati Bearcats fan, and people say, "Oh, were you from Cincinnati?" No, I'm not from Cincinnati. I'm a Cincinnati Bearcats fan when it comes to NCAA basketball. I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan when it comes to college football, and then I'm my basketball team. I like the Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks, and my NFL football team. I like the Cowboys. I got a lot of different teams, but all these teams I've been going for since the 80s. So I started liking Cincinnati in 89. I've liked the Cowboys since I was pretty much been here. I was born into it pretty much, and I've loved the Cowboys. Do I love what they're doing? And that's a different story. I don't like what Jerry's doing. Now, the new little way they're trying to ramp up defense, that's cool. But I'm not going to get overexcited because I've done that enough, and I've stopped doing that. But I like them. The Miami Hurricanes fan. I've been a Hurricanes fan since they had Irvin. And back when they had Steve Walsh and Gino Torretta. So I'm a diehard Hurricanes fan. Even though I grew up in Texas, I was a Hurricane fan before I moved here. I didn't become one when I moved here. I've been a Miami Hurricanes fan in college football since the 80s. So I like a lot of different teams. Most people they only like their hometown teams. Me, I like certain type of style, and when the team fits that style, that's who I like. The Hurricanes were always foolish. They like to dance and have fun in the 80s and 90s, so that's what caught my attention. The Cincinnati Bearcats, the way I play basketball, I always play defense first. I always make sure I got the best defense, and then I score. The Bearcats are always, since I was a kid, always been about defense, 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 and then they score, and that just fit my personality. So that's why I like them. And then the Cowboys, same thing. They was just at the time they was flashy, having fun, and that's what I love about them. But a lot of people hate them, and I understand that. I understand why. They're always on TV, no matter where you at. You could be the Cowboys in Dallas. I live here in Florida, and I kid you not, I can pretty much watch all the games on regular TV here in Florida, and I'm 5 states away. So I can understand why people don't like, because you're like, man, I want to watch my team, and they got the Cowboys on. So I understand. All right, and then we got DOA training, Florida in the house. Then we got Felix 7778. Lift me. I don't try to lift people. Well, don't get me wrong. I've lifted my kids though. I lift my kids, and I even did a push-up where I had my wife on my back and all 3 of my kids on my back, and I did 2 push-ups with them on there. They're like, man, Daddy, you're strong. But hey, it is what it is. Say that's in my next routine. I'm with it. Say James Miller, I am the Florida sharpshooter. Ocala. Okay, I hear you. Let's go. Bro, you David Goggins? Hey man, I've heard that quite a few times, David Goggins. But that's not a diss, man. That's a compliment. So I appreciate that, man. He's very established, he's a very fit guy, and he's always on top of his thing. So I take that as a compliment. So thank you. Thank you. And then we got Luis Harris, 1575, saying hi. Saying hi back to you. Derek Jones, 1982. Do you follow Charles Glass? No, but I've heard somebody else say that. Somebody else said Charles Glass. I'm gonna have to look him up, man. You're like the second person that's told me that. So I'm gonna have to look up Charles Glass. He's an older guy, right? I think I seen a video of he helps people do different workouts that really push like even the strongest guys. I think that's who he is, right? Older guy. Cause I feel like I watched him teach somebody do like some dips or something.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, Charles Glass. He's an old. Yeah, he's an old guy, right? But he's really, really good.
He was the person that lifted the most heaviest mob in the world and the most heaviest bucket in the world.
Oh wow.
30 pounds.
Oh wow. Both. It's a bad dude. I'm gonna have to check him out, man. Charles Glass. Appreciate that. Facts M1 said hi. Saying hi back to you. Do you love Derek Jones? Say, do you love dips? I like dips. I do dips all the time. Sometimes I'll take this weight set out here and I put it out in the grass and I'll get out there and I'll do dips. So yes, I do dips as well. Taylor in the house. Golden State Warriors. Man, y'all eliminated. What you talking about? Taylor. And then we got B-Bomb 89. How do new lifters get past day 1? I'd be so sore the next day that I don't want to try it again. All right. So here's the key. If you haven't been in the gym and you're about to go back in the gym. Yeah, I know I'm going to go back to the gym. Don't go to the gym and go all out on day 1. Day 1, keep it simple. Jog a little bit, maybe get on a treadmill, maybe do a little bit of Stairmaster. Do some weights. Do it light. Don't do nothing hard. You don't even have to break a sweat on day 1. Day 2, you want to break a sweat. Do those muscles that you did. Your arms, do your legs, your calves, your back, your chest. But do lightweight again. Don't go extreme. Don't push yourself until the 3rd workout. A lot of people love going back and they just hitting it hard. And they're like, yeah. And then that next day, they so sore, they can't even move. And what happens? Then you don't want to work out again. So you're back to square 1. Don't go hard until day 3. The reason for the muscles have to get in tune. They got to get back used to working out. They got to get back to that movement, right? And if you just jump right back into it, they're not ready for all that yet. So you kind of hurt yourself. You set yourself back. So don't do that. Let yourself build up slowly but surely. And then day 3, go after it. After that, then you just keep going after it. You're going to be a little sore after day 3, but enough to where you can keep going because the body has already got in tune with getting back on the workouts. That's your key. Remember that. Very key. A lot of people tell you different. They say, oh, no, go in and hit it. Yeah, but you're not going to come back because you're going to be so sore, then you ain't going to want to do a workout again. I don't want you to do that. I want you to stay consistent. Taylor, San Francisco 49ers. We'll see next year. Taylor. Derek Jones, miss those Emmitt Smith days. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. I miss those Emmitt Smith days bad. Emmitt Smith, Irvin, Novacek, Aikman. Man, I only want to wrap my mind around it because it's gonna make me get irritated. Enoch Miles, 459. What makes you become a vegan, sir? All right, so first off, I was watching a video called "What the Health." I'm sure some of you probably seen it before. It kind of directs on having a diet that's not vegan or what it does to your body and stuff like that. And it just shows what it can do to you, right? And I took that from that day forth and I was eating a Whataburger. And let me tell you, here in Florida, they don't have a Whataburger. But if you know about Whataburger, them things are juicy. Right? I'm eating a Whataburger and I have to throw it away. I just tell my wife, I said, I'm throwing this away. I'm not eating this ever again. And if you don't believe me, ask Taylor. She'll tell you, I am not lying. I threw that burger away and I said, I'm not eating meat again. Have I eaten a vegan burger? Yeah. I make vegan tacos. I just made vegan tacos a couple days ago. Pasta. I make vegan cakes. I make vegan cupcakes. I make vegan pancakes. I make vegan waffles. I make vegan, a lot of different stuff that, on a normal we eat that's not vegan. I make it vegan. And I kid you not, it tastes so good. Most of the people that eat the food, they go, bro, these are the best pancakes I've had before. These are the best waffles I had before. And I'm like, well, they're vegan. They go, for real? Yeah, our brains have been taught, oh, no, if it's not vegan, it's not good. Right? Because maybe you had your experience where you ate something that was vegan and it didn't taste great. It depends on who makes it. That's all I'm going to say. Same thing with regular food. Depending on who makes it, it might not taste great. If the right person makes it, it might have you second guessing yourself. All right. And then we got how you so tone, the daily checkpoint. How you so tone? Well, I constantly eat healthy. I constantly work out. And I make sure I stay consistent. I got 3 sons, but I don't allow that to slow me down. I make sure I'm still on my workouts all the time, every day, always on it. That's key. You got to be on it. All right, and then we got Mark Gonzalez 7145. How did you build your physique? Well, I built my physique by making sure I do calisthenics and heavy weights. I do both. I like to do calisthenics to keep my tone, and I do heavyweight to maintain that mass, that little bit of mass. I don't have a lot of mass, but I try to keep enough to where I feel comfortable. And another big thing that I tell people, what I do, and I've been doing it for a long time. Every day I look at myself in the mirror and I try to find where I've started to lack. For instance, I might look at myself and go, dang, my arms feel like they got a little smaller. I need to work them. My chest seems like it's getting a little smaller. I need to work it. My six pack doesn't show like it did before. I need to work it. I constantly critique myself every single day. If you constantly critique yourself, you're always gonna stay on top of things, and that's what I like to do. Stay on top of things. Don't ever get to the point where I'm comfortable, because we use the word, and I speak on it all the time. We use the word convenience and comfortable like they're good, when actually they only hurt you. If you're talking about staying in shape, it's talking about staying healthy. You don't want convenience, and you don't want comfortable, because those two will take you right out of the way that you need to go. They're gonna keep you far from staying in shape. So I make sure I do not do that. I focus on being uncomfortable and not looking for convenient. Those are the things I focus on. All right, then we got 2X TALIVAI 0690. Sorry. Numia is in French, Polynesian. I think Western call home Tahiti. Okay. Okay, don't slam it though. Don't slam it. And then we got Derek Jones, 1982. Yeah, he's from 70s.
Daddy, connect linear weights.
See, I'm from the 70s. Hey man, I can feel that, man. Yeah, go ahead. But you need WD-40. That's not gonna work. That's gonna make it worse. It's water. You need WD.
But I did it with another way and it looked a lot cleaner.
It'll probably look clean from the beginning, but it rusts like that. You want WD. That's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. If you want to do it, go ahead. I ain't gonna match it. I'll just spray it with some WD. All right, the daily checkpoint. I'm 18 years old, 144 pounds, 5'10". How do I get tone, defined look? Is it in push-ups? Push-ups help. Pull-ups help. Squats help. Without weights. Calf raises help. Lunges help. If you got box jumps help. But I'm gonna give you one that I speak on all the time that a lot of people don't speak on. If you get a chance, go to a track or just go to an open space. Run sprints. Run sprints. Trying to get tone, run sprints. Consistently run sprints. That's the biggest one I speak on all the time that a lot of people don't talk about that will help you get tone. Run sprints. And I'm not talking about go run miles. Run sprints. Go 50 yards as fast as you can. Stop. Turn around. 50 yards as fast as you can. Stop. Catch your breath. Do it again. 50 yards as fast as you can. Stop. Do those type of workouts. You'll see it. And then do the calisthenics. Also do weights. You know, if you're trying to get tone, and you're trying to stay away from the mass, slow down on the heavy weight. Go for repetition. Do a lot of reps. 20 reps, 15 reps, 25 reps. Lower your weight. You'll get more tone and rep. Do that. You'll be good, man. And then we got MT Graham, 6683. Were you ever into boxing or martial arts, bro? No, I've never been into boxing. The other day I was at the beach working out, and there was a UFC guy. He was there. His name was who was that guy's? Joaquin Buckley. And he let me spar with him. He was like, "Have you ever sparred?" I was like, "To be honest with you, no." But he told me, he was like, "Bro, I'll be honest with you, you did great." He was very surprised. I told him, well, if you're saying sparring in general, I have done that because I grew up with 6 brothers and we always sparred against each other. If you get my point, that helped. But I never had trained, been in a boxing ring with boxing gloves on and, did like that. Never done that before. That was my first time ever doing that. But I had natural training in home training. And then I'm the last of all my brothers and sisters. So I had a lot of training, if you get my point. They use me as the scapegoat. Okay, Mr. Push-Ups. Looking good, OG. Thank you. I see. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. I try to stay on it. The older I get, the more I try to, focus on doing it, being consistent. He said, Mr. Push-Up said, I tore my chest Oh man, I've been back in the gym trying to pick up where I left off. See, and that's what I mean. When you try to jump right back on it, you haven't been doing it, the body's not ready for it. You gotta let the body warm up to it. You gotta let your body warm up to it. The key is training your body to get there. I get people all the time that ask me, I do these crazy workouts, and they see me doing these crazy workouts, and the first thing they say is, "Man, you're going to be sore." And I tell them, "No, I'm not." And they're like, "How not?" This is an extreme workout because I've trained my body to withstand the workouts. No matter how extreme they are, my body's already trained. It's already used to it. So the workout, even though it's crazy, it can take it, and the next day I can go back to doing just what I was doing on and on. But it's because I've trained it to that point. You hear it all the time. He's not in football. He's not in football shape yet. He's got to work up to that to get into football shape. They're in the summertime and they're doing their drills. The guy, he's not in football shape. That's the same thing. He hasn't trained his body yet to get into football shape because the in-season shape is different than that running around with no pads on. It's a big difference. So remember that. All right. Then we got Taylor say he ain't lying. He a strong vegan. She know about me being vegan. Justin Lust 56. Do you even lift, bro? Yeah, and you know what? You're right. Let me get back to lifting. So thank you for the information. And then Nate Cali Fitness. VeganTron Fit. What's up, Nate Cali Fitness? Back at it, baby. That's my boy. He always on here. Much love, man. Appreciate it. Hey, like he said, smash the like button. Don't forget, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit subscribe, man. And hey, man, you always got positive energy too. Enoch Miles say, how do you stay so down to earth and humble? Just try to be happy. Don't worry about trying to be cool, trying to be this person, trying to be that, trying to be somebody. Just be who you are. That's what I focus on. That's my key. I focus on. People will tell me that, like, man, how you stay so humble? I'm like, there's no reason for me not to be. There's nothing special about me. I just try to be consistent on the things I do. There's probably something that you do consistently. You know, that's the key. Not trying to get all in your head, but just make sure you maintain. Being consistent and maintaining. All right. And then shed light upon darkness. What's the best exercise for the gut? Man, I got some stomach workouts for you. As soon as I finish this little exercise, I'm going to get on to you. Best exercise for growth, the daily checkpoint. I got something for you as well. Then thank you, sir. No problem. I deliver cargo. I'm cut, but I lose my mass from lifting because I'm steady moving. How do you keep? Okay. How do you keep going? Okay, so I can kind of understand your situation. So I always did like delivery service, right? Always did delivery service. So you always on the go. Especially if it's hot. You going and going, right? And you burning off calories. Well, here's what I do. Here's what I would always do. I would fast in the morning. It gives you a lot of energy. When I got home, I'd eat 2 big meals. 2 big meals. And I would work out. Even after I did, you know, the workout from doing the deliveries, I would still do another workout. Get home, especially like a gym like I have here, the gym at the house, it makes it so much easier. You can go ahead and hit a workout in because you got the gym right there in the house. I would focus on things like that. And that's how I would keep my mass. Every morning, before I would get on my route or go do whatever, you know, delivery route I was doing, I would do the bench press and do some squats real quick, right? Just a quick few sets. And then I'll go to work. Then I go do the whole route. Then I get home, eat some big meals. Then I go work out. I go to the gym and do a full workout. That was my daily routine, pretty much. All right, let's get to the workout like my man said. Man, hey, man, you ain't doing no workouts, man. You doing a lot of talking. I'm with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are right. He is
No, he's right. That's what I told him. He's right. So we're gonna get the workout in. So first we're gonna hit the curl, right? 1, 2, all the way to 10. Then we're gonna turn. Walk our traps. Going here. Going all the way to 10. Then after we do that, we're going above the shoulder and touch. Boom. We're going 10. Then we're going out in front of us. 10. Then we're going wide. We're gonna do the fly. 10. We're gonna do 4 sets of that. All right. So here, 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 and then here. All of them, you do 10. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Above the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's 1 set. And you'll notice when you do it, you're gonna feel it all over your arms. You're gonna feel it all over your arms. But it's gonna help you get that definition that you're trying to get. Because that's the key today. We're trying to get definition, right? We're trying to get definition. And another thing that we're trying to get, you know what that is? For those who like this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hey, if you're just on here, paying attention, trying to get some tips, but you know that you're not really into this type of stuff, that's okay, man. You can still hit the like button. It won't hurt you, I promise you. Hit the like button, man. I like it when people hit the like button. I'm very thankful. Okay. So that's 1 set. Now we're going to do, what, 2 more sets of that.
I thought you said
4, right? I said 4, right? Okay, yeah. So we need to do 3 more sets. My son corrected me. He said, no, you got to do 4 sets, Daddy. I'll be forgetting sometimes. So thank you, Quattro. I call him Quattro because he's the 4th. He's named after me. I'm named after my dad. My dad was named after his dad. And people go, how'd you get the 3rd when you were the last child? It's a long story. All right, here we go again. 2nd set.
Wait.
Oh, you gonna do it with me?
Yeah, I did the first set.
Okay. You gonna stand right here? Little Quattro gonna do it with us. All right, so we starting off here. You're going here first, 10 times.
No.
And then we're gonna go to curl.
No.
You ready?
No.
All right, here we go. Ready, folks? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of your shoulders. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure you don't curl your arm though. You want to have your arm straight out. It makes it a lot harder. Put your arm straight out. Now do it like that. Don't use your body. Use your arm. There you go, like that. Feel the difference? He said yes. All right, and then we got the flies. So you go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's 2 sets. For a friend on the chat that was speaking on the stomach workout, I'm gonna just drop you some quick tips. A workout that I think works very well. If you're trying to get your stomach right, if you can get a partner to work out with you, lay down on a flat surface, on the ground, wherever you're at. Have the person stand behind you. You grab their legs where their Achilles is, right? Hold your hands behind you and hold their Achilles. Kick your legs up. Have them push your legs down. They're gonna try to push it down and make it hit the ground. Don't let them hit the ground. Right before they come to the ground, when they get right before it, catch it. Throw it right back up towards them. Have them push it again. Every time you throw it at them, you push it back down. Throw it at them, you push it back down constantly, over and over again. Do it. And then after the first set, just do it straight up and down, right? After that, change it up. Let your legs go to the right together. Come back. Let your legs go to the left together. Come back. Do all different kind of directions. Always try to change it up. If you notice, I speak on all the time in all of my lives. I think, I'm not sure. I think in all of my lives, one thing I've always said is muscle confusion and going until failure. Because I speak on that consistently, because the reason for it, if you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to get ripped, you're trying to get toned, those type of workouts where you're pushing yourself to failure and you're treating your muscles with confusion, you're going to get there at a rapid pace. And sprints, like I was speaking of earlier, those sprints, they're going to have you right. I can tell you right now, you never have watched the Olympics or watched some Olympic trials or something, or the championships, world championships. You tell me what 100 meter or 200 meter runner is out of shape. They're not. Why? Because those sprints, they help a lot. I promise you. I promise you. Oh, well, they're younger. Even if you get older, if you look at those races, the old guys, they're racing and they're running 14 seconds and 13 seconds and they're in their 70s and stuff like that. All those guys are in shape. They constantly run sprints. Remember that. That's a tip. That I'm giving you a little bonus tip. Remember that. Keep that in your ear. There's a reason why those people are still in shape. I can promise you, running sprints helps. Do it. As I always say, what? Try it. All right, third set. Let's go. Here we go. So, yeah, it's third set. Here we go. 1, 2. Quattro, can you close that door? Don't slam it, though. Don't slam it. All right. Oh, you want to do it with me? Okay. You ready? Yeah. All right. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Above the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In front and hold them straight out. Put your arms straight out. There you go. Now up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. That's set number 3. Got one more set left. After we do this set, then we'll do the rope. Well, I was showing you guys, well, I was telling you earlier, I don't know, there wasn't a lot of people in there because I was saying at the very beginning, but so with the ropes, I like to hold the ropes facing the opposite way of the ropes. So I got the ropes here, and it's kind of like you're on the ski slope. You know, the guys on the skis, and they do that ski jump, they like that. Well, with the ropes, I'm kind of doing that, but you're swinging your arms like you're running, but instead of going forward, you're doing them opposite. So you're like throwing it back like that. So you want to like whip it every time you do. You're gonna work your traps. I mean, work not traps. I'm sorry, your triceps every single time you do it. It's like that. That's gonna be our next one. But when we finish this, I'm gonna try to answer some questions quickly because I don't want to be too long. My man said, "Hey man, stay on the workout, man," and you know he's right. Sometimes I get to talking, man. I'm a people person. If you haven't noticed, you probably have noticed at this point. I'm a people person, so it's easy for me, unless I'm doing a challenge. Don't get me wrong. When I'm doing a challenge, hey, man, there's some challenges I got on there where I barely was able to answer any questions because the challenges were so hard. I didn't even have time. You know, I would answer as many questions I possibly could, but the challenge was so difficult. And I always put a time limit on my workouts, right? So let's say I'll say, oh, I'm going to do 100 bench press, 100 reps on the bench press, 100 reps on the squat, 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, something. I don't know. Just coming up with something. Let's say I said that, or I put that as my workout, and I might give myself an hour or an hour and a half. If you do all that in an hour and a half, it lets you know you don't got that much time.
Have smashed beans and rice.
You want some beans and rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get some beans and rice.
Can I get some?
Oh, the rice? You want
Beans.
the beans? I don't know if we got any beans. 1 second, folks.
We have smashed beans. That's smashed beans here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You want me to heat it up for you real quick?
Yeah.
Let me throw his stuff in there.
Can I tell them to try it?
Yeah, you can tell them to try it. You want to see it from here, though? Go ahead.
Don't forget, try it.
Yeah. And my middle son, he told me to try it. Rota, let me know when it's done, okay? Let me know when it's done. I had to heat him up some food real quick. Some beans and rice. All right, last set. Here we go. Quattro, you doing it or you? Watch. You want me to keep going? All right, well, you're going to do it with me. All right, here we go. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done?
Yeah.
All right.
Quattro,
1,
when we start watching
2,
TV,
3,
it didn't
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whee! All right, that's set. All right, I'm gonna answer some questions. First, let me get my son his food real quick, and then I'm gonna answer some questions, and we're gonna get on those ropes.
Are you going to tell me? What's that? You got a class to clean. Rocha, you got a class to clean. Huh? You got a class?
Yeah, I'll let y'all see, so you can see some of the my son gonna eat him a little vegan beans and rice here. That way you know. I mean, my kids, they're not vegan. You know, I don't force them to be vegan, even though I am. But matter of fact, let me wash my hands before I touch any food. But I encourage it. But if they don't do it, I don't hassle them about it.
No spicy beans.
But if they want me to make it, they like, oh, I need you to make it. I always make vegan food.
Daddy,
But they like my food.
Daddy,
Yeah.
no, that it tastes good because it tastes spicy.
Yeah, a little spice to it.
It tastes
So I'm gonna give him a plate of smashed beans and rice.
I like candy. Num 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 num. But shut.
So my wife made this rice. She makes it with here, so you can see. No time. She makes it with garlic. Well, we all make it with garlic. I've learned it from her mom. Anytime you make rice, put garlic in it, and I'm not gonna lie, it tastes excellent. Don't use any butter. Use garlic. And it's pretty good. I must say, man. I eat it all the time. I try it. All right, give him this rice, and then see these little beans, smashed up beans. Just put it in there, and he mix it in for him. He likes it. Then I just heat it up for him. But I'm gonna do a video for you guys where I'm gonna show myself, making a meal or something. Because I get a lot of people that ask me about, hey man, you should show us making a vegan meal. That way they can kind of see. Because like I was talking about earlier, a lot of times people they're thinking is what, oh man, all he eats is salads. I don't know why we hear that so much, but a lot of people say that all the time. Man, he must only eat salads. But
I will go to the battles.
But salads is not all I eat. It's all about mixing it up. As I was speaking on earlier, I eat a lot of carbs. Carbs a lot to maintain the little bit of mass I want to keep. And then I make sure I do my little heavy weights. My heavy weight workouts as well. Because the heavy weights, it's gonna keep that mass on you, right? The heavy weights gonna keep that mass. You want keep that mass on you, stay on the heavy weights. I don't eat heavy weights. I don't do heavy weights all the time, but I make sure I do it enough. Because if you want to keep that mass, you definitely want to do some kind of heavy weight. Because that's what's going to do it. And then the calisthenics and stuff like that, that's going to keep you toned. For those who are trying to stay toned and stuff like that, speaking on being toned, man, do the calisthenics. Don't quit on the calisthenics. Majority of the time, if somebody does calisthenics, they'll do calisthenics only. Me, I'm not a guy that does calisthenics only, and I'm not a guy who does weights only. I personally like to be, able to do both. Just my choice.
For instance, my favorite football player of all time is Deion Sanders. Why? Because he was able to do a bunch of different stuff. He could play baseball. He run track. He could play basketball. He could play football. And then when he played football, he could defense. So he could just mix it up. And that's why he was always my favorite player. And I'm kind of like that when it comes to weights and the calisthenics and stuff like that. I can do them. I like doing them both. I like mixing it up, staying on top of my weights and staying on top of my calisthenics. Both of them, man. But just my opinion. Other people may think differently. They might think something's wrong with me. They might think I'm crazy. That's their opinion. And as I was speaking on earlier, I don't really worry about opinions because opinions can't hurt you, man. They just words. I'm sure when you're growing up, you heard that before. People all say all the time, words can't hurt you. That's a fact. But they only can hurt you if you allow them. Me, I don't focus on it. I focus on my workout. There you go, son. Roll time. There's your food, my brother. All right. So we got that. Got his little rice and his beans. At the same time I'm doing my workout, I always gotta stay dad. Because I gotta make sure I do the more important things, and that's being a father. And I could tell my kids do it themselves, but that wouldn't be the smartest idea, would it? All right, let's get back to the workout. Get on the ropes. Boys, try to keep down because you're about to still sleep, remember? All right. All right, so now we back at it. Let's answer some of these questions. And then after we answer some of these questions, we're going to do the ropes. All right. So the last question, I can't remember exactly, but I'm trying to remember. I think it was best exercise for chest growth. Yeah. So what I think the best exercise for chest growth is overhead press. Let me get it over here so you can see. Overhead press is, to me, one of the greatest overhead press. And then also shorty push-ups mixed in with regular push-ups and wide push-ups. I think when you change course, you just, change the position where you wide, then you in close, and then you're doing shorties. When you're mixing them all up, for me, it helped my chest grow tremendously, I must say. I think that's an excellent workout, and I think overhead press is an excellent workout. I think the two of those together are a good mixture because the overhead press helps lifting your chest, especially for older guys. If you're 35 and older, your chest might start to come down a little bit. If you have that issue, the overhead press will help. And then also the push-up workout where you're close, your hands close, then you're wide, and then you're doing shorties. The constant tension and that rapid, those rapid movements, fast twitch are going to help tremendously, and it's going to help that chest growth. So those would be my, I would say, favorite choices if you're asking about growing your chest. All right. And then we have okay, Miles 459. Thank you, sir. No problem. And then Ted loves Jesus. I deliver cargo. I'm cut, but I lose my mass from lifting because I'm steady moving. How do I keep my surplus? Oh, I think I answered that. I think I did answer that. Shed light upon darkness. Bet. New sub. Thanks. Thank you. And those who haven't subbed, if you like this type of content, you know what I'm about to say, right? If you like this type of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man. Don't forget about your boy. We out here doing these workouts, man. Hey,
The subscribe button doesn't hurt. All right, then we got Focus 777. Peace to you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Been well, G7. You're in shape, man. How old are you? I am 43. Well, my bad. 42 years old. I still got a couple more months left. So right now I'm still 42. But this summer I turned 43. Yep. Then Midnight Squirrel. He's on steroids. Do I even look like I'm on steroids, man? I'm not even that big of a dude. I'm cut, but I ain't even that big of a dude. But no, I'm not on steroids. I've never taken steroids. That's not my style. For those who want to be on steroids, that's their choice. I don't have anything against them, but me, I'm not for that because I look at it. I like to know what I personally can do. And for me, as you already know, for those who are on my channel or maybe even just learning today, I don't care what other people doing. And I don't care what other people think. I'm all about staying in shape, staying healthy, so I can have time with my kids and be able to do those things that they like to do and not being like, well, let me sit down while y'all play or they doing this or I can't play. I can't do that. I don't like that feeling. I like knowing I'm still able to do this. We want to go play basketball with some young guys. Hey, let's go play basketball and I can play all night long with them. They want to hoop for 5 hours. I can hoop with them for 5 hours and I'm not bothered by it. And then I can go home right back to my normal life and not be all sore where I gotta ice my whole body down and stuff like that. I don't like that feeling. So that's why I focus on taking care of my body to the extreme extent. But using any kind of steroid or performance enhancements, I'll pass. All right, then we got the daily checkpoint. Even if he is, it takes discipline. You feel me? You got to have serious discipline. But I'll pass on the steroids. Shed light upon darkness. No, he too lean to be on the roids. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I said I'm laughing too. I'm like, what made him think I'm on steroids? I'm not even that big of a guy. But I mean, I guess I can take that as a compliment because if you think I'm on steroids, then that means I'm in great shape, right? So I'll take that as a compliment. All right, then we got Felix 7778 saying hi. Thank you. And then we got these Lactan guys. I'm 42 hours into 72-hour fast or 72-hour water fast. Oh man, let's go. You 42 hours into a 72-hour water fast? Man, you almost at 2 days. Man, hey, don't quit. You almost done with this day, and you got one more day, man. That's excellent. And I'm sure after 48 hours, because I've done three days, man, I'm telling you, after 48 hours, bro, your body, you won't feel it the first 48 hours, but I'm telling you, when you finish this 72-hour fast, I'm thinking about 2 days after, go play a sport. That's all I'm going to say. Go play a sport. Or even the next day, as you get it, after you start eating again, go play a sport. Whatever you like, basketball, football, whatever, go play a sport. Watch how you feel. You're going to be like, what in the world? I feel like I'm walking on a cloud. You're going to feel like you're able to do all the things you did when you were a kid. It's crazy how the body repairs itself when you do a fast. So great job, man. Keep that up, man. That is excellent. You got me wanting to do a fast now. I'm kind of excited. Like, maybe it's my time for me to do another fast. Because I do fast here and there. Like a lot of times I do like a 1 day fast pretty much once every month. I like to do like a 1 day fast. I don't do it all the time every single month, but I like to be somewhat consistent on it. But then sometimes I'll do 2-3 days. You know, usually when I do those, man, I love the way I feel. I feel so amazing. You know, you'll be sitting there trying to look for where your body hurts and you just can't find anything. You know, man, you feel like you can just do a backflip. You know, you feel so great. So good stuff, man. Keep that up. All right, then we got Share the Light Upon Darkness. Gotcha. Thanks. Sound like it's going to burn by you explaining it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna burn a little bit, but it's gonna help you. Then we got these Latin guys. Have you tried 3-day water fast? Oh, I've done 3-day water fast before. Yep. So I know. Shed light upon darkness. Who? At the they're talking to each other. Wolverine 1185 say Quattro cheating, man. Get it together. Quattro was cheating, wasn't he? Oh man, Quattro a fool, man. That's my little dude, man. That guy there is hilarious, man. Dude. Rebecca Towns said, how old are you feeling today? All right. And you look so handsome, Matt. Okay. So today, if you had to ask me what age do I feel, I would say I probably feel about 25. Yeah. No, either 24 or 25. This depends. Physically, that's what I feel like. About 24 or 25. The way I get around, my movements, you wouldn't be able to know my age because of how I get around. You know, when I go play basketball, I'm still dunking. And I ain't just talking about just going up and putting the ball in the rim. Oh, I did a dunk. No. I'm talking about still dunking. Like going up, windmill, reverse slam, throwing the oop, catching the oop, you know, double pump. I'm still dunking, doing numerous dunks when I go to the gym or I go play basketball outside. Like we went the other day, hoop with some guys outside, and they were like, "Man, he's too old. You can't be doing that. You can't do those kind of dunks anymore." I was like, "No, I still can do it, bro." And they're like, "Man, show me." And I start doing it. They're like, "Bro, what did you take?" And I'm like, "Hey, man, if you take care of your body, you get to enjoy it for a lot longer than when most people get to enjoy it." So that's how I look at it. Take care of my body now, and I keep enjoying it for a long time. I honestly hope to keep playing basketball and stuff like that and football to where my sons, when they're grown, I want to still be able to not just dunk, to be doing dunks. I'll be probably what? At that time, my oldest son is 8, so we had 10 more. I'll be 50, around 53 when he's 18. So when all of them are at least 15, I'll be like 56 years old. When I'm 56, I want to be able to be still doing, maybe I probably won't be able to do as many as dunk as I'm able to do, but I want to be able to do more than just go up and do a one-hand dunk. One hand, two hand, I would like to be able to do some kind of, windmill or something, but if not, that's okay. But I want to be able to do at least 3 dunks at the age of 54, 55. When I get there, I want to be able to do it. So I'm going to do my best to stay on it. All right, then we got, say, Wolverine say, can you use regular seasoning being vegan? Yeah, so it depends. Depends on what the seasoning is made out of. Because they even have, they have some stuff that you'll think is vegan, but then you kind of find out that what they making the season out of it, and you're like, man, that's not even vegan. They got 2 different type of vegans, and maybe you're thinking, you got a raw vegan, you got a vegan. I'm not a raw vegan. I'll be honest, the raw vegan, I could do it if I put my mind to it, but I couldn't sustain it. I don't think I could sustain it, because if I was in life or death situation, yeah, I could sustain it. But I'm not in that situation. Raw vegan, you pretty much can't use seasoning or nothing like that. They eating all the stuff raw. So they're going to pick a vegetable straight out the grass. Out of where they're planted, wash it, eat it. No seasoning. When they make the food, they're going to make it raw. That's a raw vegan. That diet, to me, is way harder than just being vegan. Because vegan, you can use seasoning. You know, you can mix things up. You can make cakes, cupcakes. You can make cinnamon rolls, however you want to. You can make all these different things and just put some seasoning on it to give it the right taste, and you're gonna love it. But raw vegan, man, that's mad respect to them. Mad respect. All right, then we got Sir Glenn said, loving this LGBTQI stream. Keep it up, Queen. No, man, I'm not Queen. Sorry. And then we got Mark O'Farrell say tone is misunderstanding. That's you're saying you don't like to be toned, or you don't understand why people are toned. Which one is it? Let me know. And then we got Nico Neil Media. Facts. Mix them up. You feel me? You got to mix it up. Keep them guessing. Enoch Mill say 459 say, how tall are you? Look like you could have been a pitcher. I'm 6'5", 205 pounds. That's my height and weight. Be pretty consistent from 200 to 205 all the time. Yes, you check my weight, 9 times out of 10 is going to be 202, 203, 205. For some reason, it's rarely 204. It either goes from 203 to 205, and sometimes it's 204, but it's rarely 204. It's always either 205. Most consistent is 205 and 202. Usually in the morning, I'm 202. In the evening, I'm 205. Obviously, because you're getting around, you're eating, stuff like that. And at night, you're fasting, you sleep. So you lose. But I notice in the evening, I'm usually 205. And then we got Felix7778 saying hi. And you say, are you single? No, I'm not single. Married for almost 13 years now with 3 sons. And then we got Arnaud say, are you gay? No, I'm not gay. Enoch Miles say, please don't disrespect the man's platform. You know, I get all kinds of questions, but I appreciate that though, man. Thank you. Rebecca Town say, keep up the good work. I'm trying it. Try it. And then user WC2VI6QE2X, can they put lemon on the onions on it? You can put lemon on your onion if you want to. Anything if you want to, as long as it's natural. If you're trying to do raw vegan, you can put lemon, squeeze a lemon and put it on an onion, stuff like that. Or you can put garlic on but it's got to be natural source. It can't be any, added stuff, and most of it really can't be seasoned in any kind of way. So that's the difficult part. What I found out, some sugar has animal product in it. So you got to even pay attention to some of the sugar that you eat. And I'm not talking about processed sugar. I'm talking about some of the stuff that you make. You got to look at what the sugar is made out of. Some of the sugar comes from animal product. I'm like, man, you got to pay attention to everything. So if you're vegan, you got to pay attention, but you can mix it up and, do stuff with it. But if you're raw vegan, you really have to be strict on what you eat, what you're buying, because pretty much you're trying to eat raw foods all the time. All right, then Miles say, I'm 55. I still run around these young men, not knowing my age. Continue your journey of great health. And you as well, my brother, you as well. And I love when I hear that, man. The older cats still getting around, not slowing down. Don't let yourself slow down. Don't let the age be like, well, when you get older. Because I hear that so much. They go, oh, well, when you get older, you got to deal with this and you got to deal with. No, you don't have to. That person chose to. But they want to feel better, so they say, oh, you got to deal with this. Oh, you got to deal. You'll get it. No. That's not how it works. But when I first got married, I remember people saying, oh, don't worry. You're going to get tired. Y'all going to be separated at points and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I didn't know you had that was a requirement. Not saying we will never get separated, but at this point, we're almost 13 years and we have not had a time where we've lived separate. So it's up to you. It's always up to you. It's not up to what people say. You don't have to listen to what people say. That is your choice. You make your own choice and you follow your own direction. For instance, in marriage, people have the way they think marriage should go. But if you think about it, it's all about what works for that couple. Something that works for this couple might not work for the next couple. It just is what it is. For instance, we're getting on me. I mean, we're asking questions about me being vegan, right? I do the vegan. Here's something to think about. Other people might do the carnivore. I do the vegan. Some people might not do the vegan, but they make sure they stay on type of recycling. Everything needs to be recycled. And if you don't, they get mad at you. Somebody might look at it as, oh, well, use gas. You should use electric cars. Everybody got their personal opinion. Oh, some people might say, well, you should use guns. You should have a gun in your house. Some people might say, oh, you shouldn't have no gun in your house. Everybody's got their own opinion. Look at what's best for you, what works for you, and do it. As I always say, try it. And I really mean it. Try it. All right, then we got Wolverine said, thank you, 100. Say, I subscribed. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for subscribing. And for those, I always say it, and I'm going to say it again. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe. Ted Loves Jesus said, what time you try to stop eating for the day? I really don't worry about that. Now, if I'm doing a certain thing where I'm trying to gain weight or something like that, I try to make sure I eat late on purpose. When most people don't eat late, I do. But on a norm, if you had to ask me, I would probably say, I don't know, maybe like 8 o'clock, 8 or 9 o'clock, I would probably be the last time I would eat. If you're trying to lose weight, I would suggest at 7 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, shut it off. Don't eat nothing else. Then when you go to bed, think about it. You stopped at 7. That's the last time you ate. You go to bed. You wake up. Let's say you wake up at 7. That's already 12-hour fast you just did. Skip your lunch. I mean, skip your breakfast. Don't eat until lunch. Look at the math. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You just went 17 hours on the fast and didn't even really notice it. All you felt like you just missed breakfast. But you did a 17-hour fast. So depending on how you position your fast, it actually can be very beneficial, and you can make it to the point where you don't feel like you really starved yourself. All right. Then we got Sleepy Joe 53 PH. Brother, why does my neck strain so much when attempting single dumbbell lateral raises? Any alternative exercises to build? You said, why does your neck strain? Does it strain even after the work? Like even like days after you've done the workout? Does it still strain? Let me know. Let me know something. All right, and then we got Mark 95427. Do you take supplements? If so, what do you take? Thank you. I take sea moss gel. It's not a supplement, but it's a gel I take from Mermaid's Garden. Make sure you get some if you don't believe me. If you want to, look on my Instagram. It's VeganTron_Fit. On my link tree, go to my link tree. Get some sea moss gel from Mermaid's Garden. And I mean, this stuff is so good. And now, I used to be like, man, sea moss is not that good. But the way they make it, oh man, it's good. You trying to help with you got gut problems? You trying to fix those gut problems? Sea moss gel, Mermaid's Garden. I'm going to say it over and over and over again. Mermaid's Garden, sea moss gel. Go to my link tree on my Instagram, VeganTron Fit. VeganTron Fit on my Instagram. Click on the link tree. It's going to say, when we look down the link tree, Mermaid's Garden. Click on it. Order you some. It's going to help with your gut. If you got thyroids, it's going to help with that. It helps with so many things. Your recovery. If you work out and you need help with recovery, like my man said, the strain, it's going to help with that. So try it. Believe me, try it. All right, then. We got 6683 repeat question. What water products do you drink? Acidic or pH balance? So I actually, we have a water filter in our house. So I drink a lot of that, and then I just drink bottled water. But I'm trying to get away from bottled water. I'm actually wanting to get to the point to where I drink glass. I have a big glass, and I drink out of a glass. The filtered water, I just constantly fill it up. That's the plan. I haven't got there yet, but that's what I'm trying to do. Right now, I still drink bottled water, just trying to make sure I got enough water. But when I'm at the house, I try to drink from that filter a lot. So
You don't drink alkaline specifically.
no, but yeah, no, that's what I just told him. I said I don't drink it specifically. I said I still on the bottled water, but I want to get away from the bottled water. All right, then we got. Here's John. Say, you're raw vegan? No, I'm not raw vegan. Just regular vegan. The raw vegan is the one I think for me is gonna be a little too hard because I can't use no seasoning. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat it like that. Now that's discipline to a whole nother stage.
But they might be able to use, but they can't cook them. That's the thing, they can't.
It's raw.
I don't know what the point
You
is.
can't use seasoning either.
Really?
Now we're raw vegan. Yeah, Jamie was doing that for a while. But I'll be honest with you though.
Why seasoning is not cooked?
I'll be honest with you though. My buddy, one of my best friends, he did that. He was having serious, issues where he was having to go to the hospital constantly because he has what is it called? What is it? Lupus. He has lupus. I kid you not. He did the raw vegan. He wasn't having lupus issues when he was doing it. He was doing raw vegan. I kid you not. He even said it when the doctor told him to do it. In the raw vegan, he said, oh, don't get me wrong, it's hard. He said, it's hard, but I'm going to tell you, he was feeling great. Great. And he has lupus. So think about that. It does help, though. I'm not going to sit there and lie. What you got?
He says it depends on how strict they are, but most raw vegans, they're okay with fresh herbs, dried herbs, fresh aromatics, like citrus stuff, vinegars.
Well, we
stuff.
talked about citrus.
But what they can't do is seasoning that's been heated, roasted,
Yep.
toasted, smoked, or processed. But
Nope.
the dried herbs and stuff, like they still do.
Okay. So my wife looked it up. You can do the dry herbs
Dried or fresh.
or fresh herb, but you cannot, no processed seasonings and no heated up seasonings. So you can't be cooking stuff and put the seasoning on it and then put it in the oven.
Like smoked
Can't do it.
paprika? No.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Eat it.
Yeah. So it ain't easy. But it can be done. I'm not gonna say it can't. All right, then we got One Night Wonder 9004. Are you rocking the shorties hat? Yeah, I am. Yes, I am, man. I'm rocking the shorties hat. I get that all the time. People like, hey man, is that a shorties hat? Yes, it is. My niece bought it for me. And I like to show her respect and wear it, man. Enoch Miles say 459 says, take care of your temple. It's the source of health and happiness, of clarity. Great role model for your boys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here's Johnny say, are you, oh, I did that one. And then Dwayne motivated 28, fasting is the way. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, fasting, man, it helps in a major way. Then we got 459 say, lead by example. Thank you for teaching me something new. I'm happy I taught you something. And I love your comments. And hey, I'm always open ears. Anytime somebody got something they can tell me that can help me to be better, I'm all for it. You say, I'm a new subscriber to your channel. Thank you. You see what he did? He hit that subscribe button. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button too. So let's finish this last little workout real quick. Do this quick one. We're gonna work our arms real quick with these ropes. And matter of fact, probably have to bring it out here so y'all can see, because it's gonna be too far. I want y'all to have a better up close view. Hey, can you hold these? I'm going to move this desk over there. All right. Oops. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's more flat. All right, so we're gonna do these ropes right there. I think that's good. Yeah, there we go. Probably the trash can. So we're gonna do with these ropes. I'm gonna face this way, right? And remember, it's like on a ski slope, right? You're here, and you want to throw your arm back. Boom. Like that. This is gonna work the back side of your arm, your tricep. You want your tricep to look right? You want it to be cut? Try this workout. Believe me, try it. It helps tremendously. Try it. Get my water. We're gonna do it 4 different times. So each one, I don't count like numbers on this workout. This one I just like to go until tired every single time. Go until you're tired. Every time. It's the best way to go about it. Let's move this over. Even this out. If you don't got some battle ropes, if you don't have battle ropes, I would definitely say go get you some if you can. If you can afford it. Then they're not too much. You can get them at like Academy. If you have an Academy or like some kind of sporting goods store. Trying to think. I think Ross even has them sometimes, but they're not, it's not a guarantee you're going to find them there. But I think sometimes I would even see them at Ross. So if you can get some battle ropes, man, I encourage you to go get some. Try it. Here we go. So we're going to go back and you go to failure. And don't worry about being perfect. It's more like working that arm, working that tricep, because you want your arm to be cut, right? So you mainly want to worry about working the muscle. Don't worry about having a perfect form. Just try to have a good stance. That's the key. Stance is more important because you don't want to be all over the place. And you want to be standing still and just working your arms. Whew. And you'll feel them on your triceps and your delts, and a little bit on your bicep, but not as much. But remember, we're working the whole arm. We're not just working the bicep. We're working the bicep, the triceps, your shoulder. You want to work everything around it to give you that full definition that you're looking for. Because we want our arms to be completely defined where they look really, really good. How you do that? Try these workouts. Try it. And as I always say, don't forget, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you like, look, man, not too big on this type of content, but I like what you're doing, Mr. Tron. And a lot of people just call me Tron, man. I've noticed that. People, it's just easy to say Tron. I'm cool with that. They just want to just call me Tron. Hey, I'm cool with the Tron. But if you like that, and you know you're not going to be on here all the time, the like button, I will accept it, okay? I'll accept it. I'll accept your proposal. All right, here we go. Second set. Let's get it. There we go. And try not to think too much, just try to stay consistent when you're doing it. And as I said before, don't worry about too much of perfect form. Just try to have a good stance. And really throw your arm back too. Because if you have it like this, it's not gonna do that much. So you want your arm to be thrown way back. You do that, you're gonna really feel it on your triceps more than anything. I mean, when you finish, you're like, man, that really worked my triceps. Then the fast twitching is gonna help you get to where you're trying to go to a lot faster. So you've got fast twitch going, you're constantly working your tricep. Yeah, it's no weight, but you still got the weight from the rope and you're going real fast. It's like the sprints. Just like you're doing this, I was saying, do sprints to get you cut, get you in shape. It's a very good thing to do. I'm telling you. You know what I'm about to say next. Try it. So we got 2 more sets left. After we do these last 2 sets, then we'll take it inside for about a couple minutes, answer all the questions that you got. And after that, I gotta get back to being dad. I'm pretty sure, well, my wife's back, but my little son probably gonna get up in a few minutes because I put him down right before I started this live, and we've been on here since 3:30 and it's 6 o'clock. So I'm sure he's either already back up or he's about to be back up. But we're gonna finish what we're doing. Let's go. You can go slow and you can speed it up if you want to. You can go slow, fast, and slow. Mix it up to where you're going real slow, then you're going fast, then you're going somewhat slow, you're going medium speed. However, switch it up. Muscle confusion. Don't worry about staying at the same pace, doing a certain number, following these steps. Just go. You know, go, man. Pick it up if you gotta go fast. Slow it down if you want to. Mix it up as much as you can. It's all good. It's all good as long as you try it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. A quick little breather there. We're gonna hit this last one, man. Then we're gonna take it in and answer whatever questions we got left. And we're gonna call it a wrap, and we're gonna be back on here tomorrow. I think same time. Around 3:30. But we'll be back on here tomorrow, so y'all be ready for that. We're gonna be doing calf raises, heavy weighted squats. What else was on there? Calf raises, heavy weighted squats, lunges, and hack squat. So since I did arms and, you know, little bit of chest and stuff as I'm doing it with the bench press, now we're gonna do all lower body tomorrow. And then we're gonna get back to our challenges after that. You know, I like to do the challenges and teach working different muscles, different ways to grow and different ways to get it more defined. If you want to grow a muscle, I like to teach it all. But then at the same time, I like to make sure I throw my little challenges in there because I love the challenges. All right, last one. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. All right, folks, we're gonna take it in. We're gonna answer whatever we can, whatever questions y'all got. All right, boys. I'm gonna take this hat off. So we're not gonna need the hat no more. I'm gonna just move this stuff from out here outside, just in case it rains. I don't wanna mess up none of my stuff. That'd be a bad thing, you know what I mean? All right. Here we go. Turn on the light. Take me a napkin, wipe my head. Wipe my head. All the sweat off of my head. All right. Okay. The last one I answered was lead by example. And I'm a new subscriber, so thank you once again for subscribing there. And then we got Greatness 810. Did you show the exercise for the chest? I didn't show it, but I had said it. The exercise is overhead press, and then also doing the push-ups. You want to do shorty push-ups mixed with wide push-ups and in close push-ups. If you do those three all together, man, you'll get the results that you're trying to get. If you're trying to grow your chest, do those. And the overhead press, do the standing overhead press where you pull the bar, you're standing up straight, you pull the bar off right here at your chest and go straight up above your head, all the way above your head, back down. And when you bring it back down, bring it back to your chest and all the way back up. Do that. Increase your weight as the more you're able to do. Just keep increasing. You're going to see your chest lift from doing that workout. And then the shorty push-ups and the wide and the in close is going to give you that tension, that constant tension on those muscles. You put those two and two together, believe me, you're going to see the results you're trying to get. All I can tell you is try it. Try it. All right, then we got Eric on here. Get it, brother. What's up, Eric? So the guy right here that says Eric, IR8NP. The last workout I did at the beach, he was the guy that was working out with me. Eric. It's my boy, man. Long time. We've been friends for a very long time. So shouts out to Eric, man. Leonard F6V. Very smart. Thank you. And appreciate you being on here, man. Much love. Thank you.
And then we got Enoch Miles say 459. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to show us something new, from healthcare to mental health and nutrition. We need to respect one another. We live to be a better version of ourselves. Man, facts. That's all I can say to that. Facts. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I thank you a lot too for being on here and just giving your thoughts. Man, very helpful. And I appreciate when people, share their thoughts with each other, because you only can help each other grow. What do they call it? Iron sharpens iron. So when you know something, I want to know it. If I know something, I want to teach it to you and to everybody else. So that's how it should be. A lot of people don't think that way, but I don't think like that. I'm always about helping each other. The better we can be for each other, the better we'll be. The greatness 810, thank you. And back to you. Thank you for being on here. And then we got Scott 9656 say who? Mike Jones? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Then thank you, sir. Enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much. And that's actually what I'm about to do. That's why I wanted to make sure I answer the last few questions. But I see there's no more questions left. But we got a good workout in today. We'll be back on here tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all there or be square. No, I'm just playing. If you can, great. If you can't, understandable. You can always hit the replay. Hey, as I said earlier, if you want to watch the replay, make sure you leave your comments in the replay. Just let us know, like, we see the comments here, but the replays, they don't get to see the comments. So you can look at the replay, put your comments in there, whatever you want, about the workout. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed yet, but you like this type of content, you know what you need to do. Got to hit the subscribe button. But if you're just kind of tuning through, the like button doesn't help either. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, or if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit it. This is your last chance. I'm going to wait. You ready? Go. Did you hit it? I hope so. But if not, don't worry about it. You're going to get it. Just remember, VeganTron Fit, don't forget. Try it. All right, try it. Yeah, well, hold on. Just get a question just popped up. You got a good build. What's the routine? What workouts do you do to look like that? Or is it steroids? Well, it's definitely not any steroids. I could care less about any of that stuff. Not my cup of tea. But I do a lot of fast twitch workouts. I do weights, heavy weights, and then I'll do calisthenics. I like to go until failure. I like to do challenges. If you want, check out a lot of my videos. I promise you, if you check out my videos, you'll see, and you'll say to yourself, now I see how this guy stays in shape. Go to my lives, all the ones that are challenges, go to those challenges, watch them, and you will see for yourself why I'm in the shape that I am in. Because, man, those challenges, I do some crazy challenges that most people, when they look at it, they don't think it's possible. They're like, man, there's no way this dude is about to do this in this amount of time. I'll do a crazy workout and say I got an hour and a half to do it. When most people may not even be able to do it in an entire day. I'll do it in an hour and a half. And it just seems like, oh, that's not possible. But then I'm able to finish it. So watch those videos and you'll see, okay, yeah, this guy don't take no steroids. He's just an extreme athlete that stays consistent, because at my age, when you get into your 40s, you start to kind of slow down. Well, not me. I stay consistent, try to stay consistent. I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I ain't perfect. I make mistakes, but I just try to stay consistent, and I try to eat very healthy. And I train my body up to stay doing these workouts. And that's key. So check out those videos if you haven't. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit that, or hit the like button as well. But either way, y'all have a good day. Enjoy yourself. If you remember one thing, VeganTron Fit, don't forget. Try it. All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank you. Love you guys.